My father started mining in the mid-70s, very small, 1-2-man operation. Then he actually sold his company to the landowner at the time, who ended up building a preparation plant, starting another large mine. And when I came out of school, I graduated in 2002 from Penn State. I came out and worked for the company that he worked for also. But then they wanted to get out of the business, so my father and I ended up buying them out of the business. And then I ended up buying my father out in 2009. So my father always had a relationship with Cleveland Brothers, even when he had a small company of his own. And then once he got bought out, they bought a lot of new equipment. The company that bought him out ended up buying a lot of new equipment from Cleveland Brothers in 1996. They bought 2 Cat 5130s, which was the excavator at the time, you know, the mining shovel that Cat had. I mean, the thing about Cat equipment, that's kind of why I'm very particular to use Cat equipment, is because the longevity and life out of Cat compared to their competition.
Bobby's very unique he's president, owner of the Keystone Anthracite, but he's very hands-on. He'll look at the sprockets, get on the phone with me and say, Ken, can you come out and assist my undercarriage? I believe it's gonna need a turn. And every time he does call me, he's right on the money.
So that's all coal is. So anthracite is the purest form of that, and there's a couple different grades of anthracite. Now here in Pennsylvania, we have the highest grade of anthracite, which the world calls ultra high grade anthracite, which is an 85 carbon above. Now our coal is specifically, I'm gonna say 85 to 90% of everything we mine in Pennsylvania, anthracite wise, goes towards steel production.
I've always enjoyed my time spending time with Bobby and all these other companies, but they do so much for the industry that I don't think people realize. As Bobby touched on earlier, steel production is primarily anthracite coal, and that's something that can't go away in the next coming years. So to keep these relationships going and keep these places thriving is very important for our industry.
So I did 2 major expansions recently where I purchased new equipment. One is called my Trevorton job, the other is called Continental. Both jobs are very different. So I got options on both jobs. We sat down, we went over everything from what the haul roads were gonna be, what the grades were gonna be, what the distances of the haul were gonna be, and they gave me a picture of what it would look like with all these different options. So I was able to choose what my best options were for these job expansions that I'm doing right now. It's not just about the equipment, it's about the service to keep that equipment running. And Cleveland Brothers has helped me with service and rebuilds, and it kept me productive, because it's all about moving yardage. If you're not moving yardage in what we do, you're done. Cleveland Brothers have made me a priority. I rely on them heavily. When something goes down, if a big excavator goes down and my mine shuts down and I call them, they're there right away to get it running again.